Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that affects us all. Procrastination. You know that feeling, right? That looming deadline, that task you've been putting off, and yet here you are, watching this video instead of actually doing the thing. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we put things off even when we know we shouldn't? It's like we're locked in a constant battle with our own brains, and honestly, it's exhausting. So, today we're going to unpack this universal struggle, explore the reasons behind it, and hopefully by understanding it better, we can start to break free from its grasp. Let's get right into it. Procrastination isn't just laziness, though it can certainly feel that way. It's a complex interplay of emotions, motivations, and even brain chemistry. You see, our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. And sometimes the immediate pleasure of, say, scrolling through social media outweighs the distant reward of finishing that work project. Plus, there's this thing called the amygdala hijack. It's our brain's fear response, and it can kick in when we feel overwhelmed or anxious about a task. So instead of facing that discomfort, we avoid it, opting for activities that make us feel good in the moment. It's like our brains are playing a trick on us, prioritizing short-term comfort over long-term goals. Let's talk about fear, specifically the fear of failure. It's a huge driver of procrastination. Think about it. If you never try, you can't really fail, right? At least that's what our brains tell us. We build up these elaborate scenarios in our minds where everything goes wrong, where we fall short of expectations, and it feels easier to just avoid the whole thing altogether. This fear can be paralyzing, preventing us from even starting a task, let alone finishing it. And the worst part is, the longer we procrastinate, the stronger that fear becomes, creating a vicious cycle of avoidance and anxiety. Chapter 3: The Perfectionism Paradox. Striving for flawlessness, achieving nothingness. Here's the thing about perfectionism. It's often disguised as a positive trait. We think, oh, I'm just a perfectionist, as if it's some badge of honor. But in reality, perfectionism can be a major roadblock to productivity. The pursuit of flawlessness can be so daunting that it prevents us from even starting a task. We get caught up in the details, terrified of making a mistake, and end up procrastinating because the stakes feel impossibly high. It's like we're stuck in a perpetual state of preparation, never actually feeling ready to take action. Chapter 4: The Motivation Mystery. Why starting feels impossible, and what to do about it. Sometimes procrastination boils down to a simple lack of motivation. We might find a task boring, tedious, or just plain uninspiring. And when we don't feel that spark of excitement or interest, it's incredibly difficult to muster the energy to get started. We might tell ourselves, I'll do it when I feel more motivated, but let's be real, that magical burst of motivation rarely arrives on cue. The truth is, motivation often follows action, so instead of waiting for inspiration to strike, sometimes we just need to force ourselves to take that first step, even if it feels small and insignificant. Chapter 5: Time Management Trouble. Taming the chaos and conquering procrastination. Poor time management skills are a recipe for procrastination. When we don't plan effectively, when we underestimate how long tasks will take, or when we overcommit ourselves, procrastination becomes almost inevitable. We feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of things we need to do, and that feeling of being overwhelmed can lead to, you guessed it, more procrastination. It's like we're stuck in a chaotic cycle of disorganization and avoidance. The key is to break free from this cycle by implementing effective time management strategies. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've explored some of the key reasons why we procrastinate, from the psychology of instant gratification to the paralyzing effects of fear and perfectionism. But remember, understanding the problem is just the first step. Now it's time to take action. Let us know in the comments how you deal with procrastination. What strategies have worked for you? We're all in this together. And by sharing our experiences, we can learn from each other and find ways to overcome this universal challenge. See you next time.